attorneys. Sometimes I do get bothered about the small things. If I seem stressed out, it's been a long week. A good home cooked meal is what I'm yearning. And a little in and out like I'm churning butter. Can I?
This that black gentrification. Leave that house back for them babies. They big mama house is adjacent. And that's my mama, that's why I'm crazy. I touched down Janky Lane in the 80s. So I'm way too old to be playing with you. I know you saying you gotta pay me, that's true. But I don't accept any old payment. The money to root all leave. How I'm supposed to pay tithes. Never mind, talking all in my feelings. Maybe cause I miss Chris. He always thought that I could spit. Man, I wish he never died.
Welcome to another episode of Musicians and Sneakers. I got a brother who comes from East Texas, man, who is fire. I think y'all gonna love him. Let's get it.
Tell me shit. I work too hard for this. I got scars all on my fist. I deserve a presidential rollie on my wrist. Big old house inside a picket white fence. Even though I'm really a bad to look casa partner, I still gotta pay my rent on time. A cloud can't even block my shine, son. I finesse like him, Olajuwon. Post up to know us is to love us, but you know what? I seldom ever trust a motherfucker. If you ain't my mother's son, then you ain't my brother's son. You can't look bro me. No nigga, you don't know me. I'm on chill like shipping on OE. Hold a liquor out of 40 for the little shorties who came up before me. At the corner store once more just so I can get some more. And then it's back on the road. Hop like a toe for the door. Oh, you ain't know? Home done being broke. I'ma need big bread to keep my whole family fed. Better yet, taste the close. The sun beaming on me so close. Why I feel like I'm the one God chose. Got fans at my shows catching Holy Ghost. Holy Lord knows I'ma do the most, but I do me. Fake ass people can't compete. I'ma run it up cross country with all 10 toes down on the concrete. Ain't shit sweet over here but my iced tea. You try me, it's unlikely. You gotta have your Nikes tied tightly.
Alright guys, we back, man, with one of my favorite musicians in the world. I chose this guy, man, because of his work ethic, man. He's a real good friend of mine, but the guy is serious about his craft. A lot of substance involved, man. So I want to introduce the world to my brother Shoose McGee, man. Shoose.
Hello world, how you doing?
Shoose. I like the beard, man. Always colorful.
See them?
I like.
You see those?
Wait, keep him up.
See that? Thank you.
Oh Lord.
Give me the other one.
Oh, we got two sides of it.
Yes, sir. The Supreme ain't that flexible, man.
Yeah, so throughout the show, guys, we still going?
Yeah.
Throughout the show, guys, you hear people talking in the background. My business partner, Matt, I call him the voice because you won't see his face. I don't know if he liked that yet.
Yeah.
I got my man Doug in the background. I got my brother Jamarcus in the background. So they chiming in whenever they want to.
Absolutely.
It's my show, so they can do what they want to do. Shoose. What you got going, man? What's new with you, man? I ain't seen you in a while.
It's been a while. I think we played Queen Kima show together.
We did do Kima show together, man.
Kima show.
That was nice. So shout out Kima.
That was beautiful. Man, I've been doing a whole lot of music. I actually been declining shows, interviews.
That's a good problem to have.
You know what I'm saying? And when when you spoke to me about this opportunity last year about you put everything into the universe. Like when it was gonna happen, you let me know. Hey, you know, I'm talking about just the vision. Like you painted out, I'm gonna do this, and you
I was
did
excited
it.
about it, bro.
You did it.
I think COVID is one of those things. During COVID, I was telling people that now you finna start seeing your gift and what people made of, because you got silence and nothing to do, and you sitting in the house all day. And that's when that idea came to me, and I hit mad about it. And the first person came across my head was you, because of your energy and your music. The thing about your music, and I'll let you talk about it in a minute. I don't understand why guys like you ain't out there like some of these, and I ain't got nothing against trap music, but some of this mainstream music out there, because there's not a lot of substance in it. And when people hear your music, y'all understand what I'm talking about. I know you got an album, a new album coming out. You got a couple, but talk about the new album.
Cult Leader Gee, the Flower, man. It's a conceptual project. You know, it's about a guy who is battling between being his greater self and, you know, just being where he's at in life. You know, so even to the point where he's almost afraid of what his purpose is of being something great. But the world won't accept him for a king, you know, a god, you know, any of these things. You know, a leader, natural born leader. You know, when you get into influencing the people by the masses, if you're not of such thing, you know, they would even deem you a cult leader. Right. So it's like, you know,
don't think the way they think.
Exactly. I'm gonna be everything you want to be, you know, except we ain't out here fornicating around, having a bunch of wives or making people drink the Kool-Aid. We out here breaking down barriers of economics and lower income neighborhoods. You know, we out here being healthy through wealth first.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know, being healthy as it pertains to what wealth is. You know, with our bodies, taking care of our bodies, getting out here, jogging, working, putting the right stuff in there. But all of this is in the form of music, with a body of people behind this one guy that's a leader, you know, but we doing it quiet. You know, we out here educating ourselves and all that type of shit in this one album. And, you know, just like how the world is with anything that's like that, you know, it's got to, you know, no one man should have all that power.
That's why I had him on my show. He deeper in what people may think. That's why I wanted him here. What's your favorite like track on it?
So far, I'm gonna say Black Gentrification.
Black Gentrification. We're gonna track that. We're gonna put that up right now.
Like right now.
Hating, I think that's just a language, but everybody's hating. Excuse me, I meant eating off our community. That's everybody except for you and me. We need grocery stores, gyms, medical centers, and banks with our names on the dish.
Tell me about Black Gentrification. That sounds deep. Just saying,
man,
Black Gentrification.
It is, man. Just a little backstory. I be turning corners. I'm from East Texas, but you know I live up here in the city.
Shout out East Texas.
Henderson, Texas. What's up, baby? But I be bending corners still. You know, no matter where I'm at. We was over there off Singleton and like Villog or Villog, that street. So if you go through, you cut through the neighborhood, you ride through the street, residential area.
Right.
You see like the slums.
Right.
On from block to block, and then on one block is just this long-standing modeler home. It's a modern crib.
Right.
Somebody look, it's mad beautiful.
Right.
Then to the next to the crib, it's where some homeless people stand there. You drive to another block, it's another modern home.
Right.
Then you know it's shotgun houses right next to it. So it's like it sticks out like a sore thumb, and you can see the gentrifying of the neighborhoods that you know we came up out of, we grew. And it's like, you know, with what's going on, there's a lot of black-owned businesses just springing up out of nowhere. Black realtors, there's a lot of black everything going on, black excellence, and people are pushing it to the forefront. And just being able to have our 40 acres of mule.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's deep, man.
Subconsciously.
Yeah.
Psychologically.
Right. And then in real life too, physically.
Right. So it's like, Black gentrification.
That's dope, man. I think one of the biggest reasons I love your music because there's substance behind it. It ain't a lot of young cats talking about black gentrification.
Right.
We talking about who clothes we can take off. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we talking about everything we can do to show we got money. And you talking about black gentrification.
I try to make good enough music to make people think without it being corny.
Right. Okay. All right.
You know, a lot of music that makes us think can come off corny.
Right.
To some people.
Right.
The masses is not on the not over a third grade reading level.
Right.
And I'm not giving guys the periodic table in my bars and no shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, if anybody ever told me to dumb my music down, it was because they were never listening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I came up listening to me and you, your mama and your cousin too, right? That shit's simple, right?
Yeah.
But you listen to the bars.
Yeah.
It's not overly complex or nothing like that, but they saying something. It's like monthly routine for me. I advise you to do it too. You also gotta remember, pick up pennies.
Pick up pennies?
A lot of people be out here asking God for money when they pray, but walk past 3 pennies and won't pick them up. Funny story about how I got hip to going to the coin store and cashing in my change. I remember I was a young Thundercat about like yourself, a little bit younger though. I always had change, man. Those boys, they never want the change, but they'd give it to me. So I always take the change and I just stack it up. Then coin store had hit and it came right down to the Thumb, right where I grew up at in West Arlington. Anyway, hit for about $43.46, man, on the coin store receipt, man. Take that, go cash it in, man. I was feeling good, man. I know I already knew what I was gonna get into after that, man. Hit the little hood store. Go get me a 40. Gotta have me a 40, man. Give me a couple scratch offs and a beef motherfucking jerky.
Solid air like sometimes. Hands up, just bounce. Solid air like bounce. Everybody.
I want to ask you about a song is my favorite song, and it's the song I jam the most. And I'm always walking around the house talking about, I wish I was a kid again.
Your favorite song.
That's
my favorite
It's
song.
your favorite too?
That's my favorite record.
Where it come from, bro?
Life just gets so hard sometimes. Life, produced by the Miners.
The Miners, shout out Miners.
They consist of Kells on keys and Justin Sanford on guitar.
Shout out.
They are two ensemble band. Keys
shout out
and
to
guitar.
them, man. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to those guys, man. We do some good records, man. We were going through some things at the time of making that record too, and you can hear that when you listen to it. But Life just came about. I remember, them actually working on the instrumentation of the record, and what the mindset, the presence of mind that it took me to say, okay, I need to harp on this.
Right.
I need to harp on this, and so, I went back home and I just had that record, and it just did something to me. I cried listening to the instrumentation, and I seen them make it. I even was a big part of it, just humming shit. Mm-hmm. But I remember once I finally got the record from them, they sent me the revisions. I just cried listening to the instrumentation, and I feel like just me. I knew it was gonna be a banger. Yeah. I was trying to figure out what the hell is you crying for, Sugar Bear ass
was
boy.
That because of yo whatever you've been through and the pain coming into fruition?
Right. So
seeing it,
I'm going through that. And I don't even think it was just that. It was just the instrumentation pulling that emotion out of me.
Okay. And music.
So right then I get home, and we had the pay to go lights at that time, and you got to put so many amount of dollars on it before it go out on you.
I remember that.
And so I remember we was down to cents on it, and the lights finally went out, and I knew I wasn't gonna have no money in time for the things in the freezer not to spoil certain things. So I had my daughter at the time, up here with me. She was living in East Texas with her mom, but I was living in Arlington, so she was up here with me visiting.
Shout baby girl out, man.
Brooke 9000, superstar in the making too. Got music out as well.
When you get in here,
Absolutely, got to. And my three nieces, Kaylee, Cares, and Grace. So we just chilling. So I'm like, you know what? They ain't even paying no attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, man, you know what? We finna eat all the popsicles and ice cream. And
with the lights off.
With the lights off. They
off.
don't even know the lights off, but they just was enjoying it, you know, and eating popsicles, nose running, licking their top lips, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, you know, and I'm just looking at it like, you know, remembering. And because I was on the cusp of being an adult and from being a kid, being in my adolescence, I was on the cusp of that. And so I was probably like 24 at the time, and you thinking like, how are you at the cusp of that? But honestly, I was like, you don't start seeing what an adult is until you get close to seeing it on your own. Like I was still in like kid stages at 24 years old. So just seeing, I was like, okay, I understand why, you know, my parents really didn't want me to run into the walls that they told me was up ahead. So long story short story long, they just showed me what life was. Life wasn't all these problems I was feeling. There was a part of life, you know, just like life and death is two different things. But like me coming up into Cardoza, this joint up in here, like this is life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what my man ever is going through or has been going through, if it was, you know, negative or it's turmoil, you know, that's a problem. But that's for me, that just showed me that wasn't what life was. So when I cut that record, it was just like that whole day just being real, like understanding why my parents didn't want me playing in the grass with my good jeans on. You know what I'm saying? They can't get no more good jeans. You got the grass stains don't come up out of jeans. Cut them lights off if you ain't using them. You know what I'm saying? Like I understood that. So just in that present moment, it was like, wow, you know, just like I had an epiphany, and that epiphany was put on record.
That's dope. That track says everything you're saying, and it not just says it, gives the emotion. And I think that's why I like substance and I like emotion. Right. And when I hear it, I go there too, because I'm a cat. Shout out to Highland Hills, and we the same way. We grew up the same way. Lights been off plenty of times. I remember sitting on the couch crying to wait for my mom to get home in the middle of the night because she had to work 2 jobs. So through that pain, music coming, and as a musician, I play the drums like that. I play the drums because I channel that pain into loving music and channel to me, and that's what that song reminds me of. So it's a song that we all can kind of take grasp of and hold it, man, because it's like it's our song, and I think that's why I love it so much, man. It is my favorite song that you ever done. I know this new album coming out. Yes, sir. But
for me, it's up there. I'm gonna simplify it even a bit more. You know, outside of my man Dave, who got big whips. Even you though, do y'all actually want to drive yourselves around?
Right.
All the time?
Right.
Think about when you was 14, 15, your mama, daddy, whoever let you drive their vehicle. I mean, you was on the high. I want to, man, why? And then when they tell you can't drive, why I can't drive? Right. Now I'm like, I don't want to drive. Right. You know what I'm saying? If like, you know, I got 2 good cars, but if it's in walking distance, I'm walking.
Yeah. It's, you know what I'm saying? It brings life into perspective, because life ain't about like the big stuff. And like the mainstream media, they put out these guys. I know a lot of people in the mainstream media. I got a producer behind me who knows. I got a guy that produce musicians. And I know a lot of mainstream guys, and I know a lot of guys rent whatever they have. And I know a lot of these guys put on a persona, a character. And if you're going to do it, go for it for your money. But behind closed doors, they got substance. And my thought is, why not put that substance in the music? You know, why not tell that little boy that's in the hood, like we really ain't going out shooting people.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what we got. They got an opportunity to change where we come from in music, but they don't take that opportunity. I think that just went on the soapbox about it, but I think that's why I like the music, because you talking to those little ghetto boys and ghetto girls. But
can we make real life cool?
Yeah.
You know, through music, like what you're actually doing. You know, I hear a lot of artists say we're just shedding light. We just paint a picture for what's going on in our reality, right? But it's a lot of every hood I've ever lived in. It was so many different realities.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A lot of those realities that are spoken on by some of my favorite artists aren't that true.
Yeah, you're right.
Matter of fact, they're that much more extreme than the extreme situation that we normalize every day.
Right.
Like we living in environments where extreme situations are normalized.
Right.
Every day it's going down. Like I can care less for people telling me I'm doing a good job by being a dad.
Right.
That's something I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping on them kudos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's a father not being around is a normalized
it's
extreme.
It's a normal thing. I told somebody, shout out to my dad. I actually met my dad 2.5 years ago. Now I'm 43 years old and I just met my dad. I'm gaining some wisdom now, but it was normal. And we talked. My dad is a critical thinker, and I like the word critical thinking, and people think that way. And we talked. We shared knowledge, and I'm like, Dad, it was normal. You know, don't apologize. It was normal for everybody in my neighborhood, every kid at school. I remember, I'm a single parent. I remember my kid coming home from first grade, and he said, Dad, when you came to school, everybody was like, you got a daddy? No. And I'm like, kids shouldn't be saying that, but it's the normal thing for us. And it
shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but it makes our authentic music good when you authentic with it, not when you just out there. It makes our music better, but people have to capitalize on our pain, which is crazy. But we're making money off of it.
I really like that you said that. You make real life or normal life normal. What'd you say?
Man.
Is that what did you hear him?
I forgot. I'm freestyling, but I said
like making normal life,
real life cool.
Making real life cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's what I said.
That's dope.
We need to tag that. Make it real life cool.
Yeah, put that on the screen, right?
I think you need to talk about that more. Make real life cool, because like if everybody, especially black people, where we come from, like you said, it's always the extreme.
Right.
But like, you got a dad?
Right.
Absolutely.
Like normal shit?
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No kid should ever say that. No kid should ever say, oh, you got a dad? She said, you got a daddy?
That's being said
on he told me that, man. I had to sit
on an everyday basis.
Yeah, I had to sit my boys down and talk to them about, most of us didn't have dads,
And things is changing, man. Now, we do have guys stepping up being fathers. And honestly, man, it should get back into those family households. That came from like the 30s, 40s up to the 60s. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happened to us.
Up until the crack law. We get into that on another one. You know what I'm saying? But up until there,
when
shout out to that boy Ronald Reagan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy.
We going there. It's that type of show.
Yeah.
That's where it went wrong. I always say, and I'm putting my family in again. My mom had the American dream. She had a mom and a dad. And we always talk about pain that's passed down. Well, here go pain right here. Her dad died when she was 12 and her mom died when she was 6. So the American dream was snatched from her.
Absolutely.
And then whatever pain she went through because she was separated from her sisters and brothers and adopted was trickled down to us, which gave mental issues. And that's a pain we would never have had, like you say, in the 30s and 40s if mom and daddy was still there. But mom and daddy didn't just get up and left. Society forced them out.
Absolutely.
Society forced dad out. We know about Ronald Reagan and the Contras.
Dude, let me say this real quick. Because like I didn't grow up in a hood or anything.
Right.
Like I grew up in middle class America,
Right.
So like I wasn't cool.
Right.
In high school, like me doing normal things and doing camera shit wasn't cool.
Right.
Unless I came, like all my friends, and some of them were, some of them weren't, from projects, from the hood, whatever. they was cool, girls like them, and I was just the guy over here.
And it should have been.
And it's like, but that's glorified. And what I'm doing, just regular normal shit, ain't cool. Yeah. But I feel like it's shifting.
It's definitely shifting. Right before our eyes, as it should. But when it comes to the music, there's still a stronghold, with the majors. I mean, cats ain't even. It's still a stronghold with the majors, Spotify ain't even paying out mechanical royalties yet. Right. You know what I'm saying?
YouTube took the money away.
To independent artists.
Yeah, YouTube took the money away too.
Right, but it's still a stronghold in it, and the bigs are still like prison systems gotta stay filled, man. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that rap music is industries rap is a part of. I'm not sure or not, but I feel like sometimes Future and cats like that, they have sponsorships by activists. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying, the lean joints and Wall, whatever, you know what I'm saying, WAP, and they probably got sponsorships. So you got to keep on infiltrating the community with these type of things, especially with the majors. But I want to be able to put my music out for certain people. That certain people is whoever like it, right? And talk about washing clothes, which we washing clothes, checking your oil, and your vehicle.
Like But you know what? Patrick touched on this a little bit ago. He started talking about basically everyone's got a platform. Yeah. And what are they going to do with that platform? Yeah. So like, you're in this position to put your voice out there. Like, what do you want to do with your platform?
Absolutely.
And I think that a lot of artists are not doing it enough because they listen to their God, which is money. How much money is enough? I mean, we like money. I can't say we don't like money, but if money rules you to the point where you got to send your people down the hole of going back through slavery again, it's not worth it. But if you already got it and you got enough, well, go ahead and change, man. Start talking about some. That's why one of my favorite artists was Nas, because Nas was always talking about growing a black man or growing a black family, and he got rich off of it. Even in the beginning, I always tell. I grew up in a Christian home. I'm a Christ follower. Everybody know that about me. But I don't limit my kids' music, right? But the only thing I told my kids about music is bring me some substance. Right. You know what I mean? If he talking about something, I'm cool, because I watched Nas evolve from talking about being a street dude to grow the black family, start a business.
That's my adjacent twin, September 14th.
Oh, for real? Yeah, I'm a big Nas fan. Nas, if you need a drummer, if you need an open act,
no cap.
Yeah. If you need an opening act, Shoose McGee. Yeah, but it's substance, man.
To be or not to be, look, you just not me. Don't follow my lead. I mean, you just ain't me. But if I'm in the front, then surely you'll see. Yeah, don't come down my path. I'll stagger up on my trail. I won't tell no fairy tales. I hope you live well. Yes, I wish you 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 well. I hope you live well. I dwell down the valley of loneliness. It's best I keep to myself, cause I don't wanna lose nobody else. So I stopped trying to save the world and thought about my baby girl, my nieces and my nephews. That's more like grander scale, but it's in front of you. Oh, how did I forget? Or did I ever know? That's when I knew I didn't know shit until I seen it all before. I still got long to go and many more mistakes to show you. Like when you tryna grow and someone you love the most can turn you back into the old you. Like, what's new? Looking in the mirror like I'm sick of you. You better let your girl.
Hey, but let's get here. We musicians and sneakers, so let's talk about the other side of it. Every time I see you in some fly sneakers.
The name,
every time.
If I, which I'm glad you ain't. A lot of people ask me, where do I get my name from? Mm-hmm. And I'm glad you didn't ask me, but I'm gonna share it because that's one of those. I get that.
Right. I already know.
Right. Yeah. Right. So you know what I'm saying, we done been around. We done had that discussion, but it actually derived from shoes, even though it's spelled SHOOSE. Mm-hmm. It's spelled like shoes sound, SHOES, but my first artist name was Young Shoes.
Okay.
You know, I was into Young Dro. Anybody that was young, whatever.
Yeah.
But definitely Young Dro for me.
Jeezy.
That was like one of my, you know, Young Jeezy. Those were, you know, my favorite. Those were the cats who influenced me to, all right, I think I can be a professional rapper.
Right.
You know,
Right.
just the swag and in high school I had all of the combo packages.
For real?
Like in high school, I was working at Sonic.
Yeah.
My mom helped me get my first car.
Okay.
Bought it from my cousin. So, you know, working at Sonic, most of my money went to gas and shoes.
Right.
You know, it's now I remember getting ones for, you know, $89.99 and $99.99 flat. You know, plus taxes, of course.
Right.
Getting the retros that came out for $150.
Yeah.
I remember that. You know, now them joints $216 plus tax, $220 plus tax.
Don't buy them on StockX.
You know, but
500.
I was a big shoe head, man. I was into different type Carews. You know,
Did you have LA Gear Lightning shoes?
absolutely.
I had them.
We
leave that out the conversation. Like,
I ain't gonna care with you. LA Gear shoes. I'm gonna tell y'all the funniest story. My mom, Duke, shout out to Mary Garrett, my baby, my queen.
Yeah.
The matriarch soon to become, because I'm gonna keep having them kids for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the matriarch of the family, when we was younger, I had the LA Gear Borny joints, but they weren't Borny. Borny wasn't on them though, but they had the colorway of Borny.
Yeah.
So she had bought me the wind suit that matched them. So, you know, I took them pictures for picture day and stuff like that, them shoes, with them shoes on. So eventually, you know, the sneaks got worn out, I needed some more sneaks. We went to the mall. So, and them was my favorites.
Right.
Them was my babies. So, you know, I tried on the Retro 9s, the OG, I think they call them the OG Space Jam, but Space Jam wasn't even out yet.
Right,
But it was the shoes that he practiced with Bugs Bunny in at the high school gym or whatever they was at. So, take off my shoes to try both shoes on.
Right.
I ain't knowing what's going on. I'm like 4 or 5 years old.
Right.
To try both Jordan shoes on. I tried them on. I didn't like them at all. She like, boy, if you don't get your ass out of this store, right? Y'all ain't even picking up what I'm throwing down.
Yeah.
We leave the damn store.
I know what you finna say.
Yeah, I'm hurt, but I ain't knowing what's going on.
Right.
It just came into my subconscious what was actually happening about 5 years ago. My T-John was boosting. We stole them J's up out of there, boy. We stole them J's.
Ah, that's the whole song.
We stole them J's, and that's why I like the Retro 9s on
That's
my
why I was
favorite
laughing.
Jordans.
That's why I was going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's your favorite?
That's my favorite Jordan.
Favorite pair of the Retro
But them
9s?
sneaks that we left up in that store, I was hurt for weeks. Why I can't have my light up shoes, mommy?
You didn't know them light ups cost less. You can get some more of them.
Absolutely, but that's another thing. Like, kids don't care about that.
No, we don't. But when you think about it, your mama did that. She went that far to make you happy or to make you look good.
And that's exactly what she did.
My mom wanted us to
that
look
for.
good. We didn't have the money. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't get my first pair of real sneakers until I think it was almost high school. Because my mom had 3 kids by herself. And my first pair was some LA Gear hiking boots. And then I remember the lady at church gave us some Jordan 2s. And I wore them like, I ain't wear no more shoes after that. I wore them shoes every day to school. And I wore them like they was brand new. And they was you, but I didn't care that they was you. I just knew they was Michael Jordan. And I wore them Jordan 2s. And then I remember going to Redbird Mall. And that's when the 11s came out. This is a lot later. And the Bulls changed the jersey to the black jersey with the stripes. Then they had the red and black 11s. And I remember my best friend, James, we was on the phone. It was like, bro, ask your mom to get that jersey and them shoes so we come to school look like each other. And them Jordans 11s was the first shoes my mom actually bought, Jordans, because she couldn't afford them before that.
Right.
And that was one of my favorite all time is the Jordan 3s, the white cement stuff. my favorite shoe, our slam dunk contest. Favorite shoe of all time. I don't know why. They just fresh.
Nah, they are.
Yeah. Doug, what you got? What's your favorite shoe, man?
Pumps.
Reebok pumps?
I was quick with that one though.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, that was one of my favorites too though.
Yeah, I had them too.
I'm a simple guy. I still like the Air Force Ones, right?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I think them Scottie Pippins with the Air.
Ooh, yeah.
I got them in black when I was a kid. I used to love the shit out of them shoes.
Wow. What you got, Jamarcus?
Man, I like a bunch of stuff that I can't afford. You know, like Dior and
Balenciaga.
like the high-end sneaker stuff. So
Absolutely.
I'm waiting for my entry.
But you know what?
Hype beast. Are those considered hype beast shoes?
Jamarcus off camera, he talking though. This dude just came back from touring in LA with Erykah Badu. So one of these days, I'm gonna tell you this, and you too. One of these days, you better afford that. You gonna get it, and know I said it because I'm gonna want some sneakers. But
yes, sir.
I can see him in Ferragamo though.
Ferragamo, yeah, he a suave dude, man. He a suave dude. He gotta have a snake skin belt.
You got a lot of taste. I'm gonna have to rap a taste with you too, man, when it's over with, dude.
Yeah. If you want to be see my boy Jamar. So I see what you got now. Let's talk about them because them joints is fly.
I feel so terrible.
Terrible. Put them on the table. Put them up. Let's see what they look like.
I feel terrible.
We call them dope mans. Y'all remember dope mans back in the day?
And I'm gonna tell y'all why I feel terrible about this situation. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. When it comes to paying for things, like say for instance, a graphic cover.
Right.
If I pay for my graphic cover, I don't honestly feel like I am entitled to shout you out that you did it.
Right.
I don't feel like, and I'm not even feel like you're not putting your logo on nothing that I paid for outright. Right. So when it comes to, I paid for these shoes, but I really want to shout the artist out who did it. But I met her at a show, and I totally forgot who she was, and I've been searching for her since that show because I've wore these 3 times. This is my 3rd time wearing them. The other 2 times, I wanted to let the people know who did it. Who is this girl? So it's not that I'm not being on no bullshit like I paid for them. I ain't shouting. Nah, I'm telling you, I really want to shout her out. Right. Thank you, lady. You did your fucking thing. I get so many compliments. I even believe that I'm going to give these away with my album to one of the fans.
What size?
My album packages 9.5.
9.5 my size.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, if somebody see this, y'all know who did that. Yes. Yeah, shout it out.
Please,
we put her
please.
She got Supreme on the back.
They are called the Hype Beast Collection G Nikes. That's what I remember the name of them. Yeah. They was on the table.
She remember her name.
You know what I'm saying? I just did. That's terrible, right?
Yeah.
They was on her table. She was selling shoes. And I kept seeing them shoes. I'm like, if them shoes be here by the time my set over with, I don't care what the price is.
Fly,
I'm
bro.
gonna
I
get
would have picked them up.
How much was that?
Man, I can't even tell you that.
You can't say?
I can't say that. I can't say it.
You're a gentleman, you can't
but
tell.
I spent over $5 for them.
Over $5. That sounds fair.
You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah, I'm rocking the Nike and Sakai collab Vapor Waffle, man, in the sesame colorway.
I love it.
So I'm always gonna forget, but they had 2 shoes back in the day, and I'm only forgetting because I'm getting old. That they collab and they put them together and just made one shoe. That's why you got 2 different insoles, man.
Are those considered obscure sneakers?
I guess you can call them that. I guess you call that. My wife called them. You ain't getting no more for paying.
Hey, nah, seriously.
I had to beg for these sneakers. Those of you who marry, y'all understand paying money for these types.
I feel like the price of them joints make them not obscure.
Yeah, they do. I like them. They very comfortable and they make me 1.5 inches taller because it's got 2 soles on them. But yeah, shout out Nike.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Did you do Saucony in high school?
I did Saucony. I did everything. Like I was an equal opportunity until I got bougie and got the polo boots. Remember everybody started doing polo.
Hey, them dudes coming back.
Yeah, they are. They've been coming back for 30 years. But I did have Saucony. I did have New Balance. I think that I recognized substance even when I was younger.
I just started doing the Sauconys again.
I had Sauconys. I got some at the house
Like
that I
now,
ran in
like,
this morning.
That's like the sneaks that I wanted when I was young. I just got my first pair of Doc Martens this year.
Okay.
And they got stole from me.
Somebody stole them already?
Yo, not even just them. I had the Bacon Air Max.
Oh, Lord, jeez.
You know, with the pink and brown and the cream. I had the.
I think I seen. Have I seen them? I've seen so many shoes.
I believe so. When I was in Philly, I did a show out there. I had those joints on. That was the only time I wore them. Yeah. That one time I had the Van Simpson edition with Lisa on them. Lisa for president.
They had some more.
They had some more, but those was the hot commodity. Those went the first day, and I never wore them. They came in this big old Van box that Vans had no business being in.
Right.
So, long story short story long. I had a little tour bus, a Chevrolet Astro van that, you know what I'm saying, we had hooked up.
That was the tour bus?
Yeah, that was the tour bus. You know what I'm saying? We got the heart right. We finna get ready to start painting stuff like that. So, took it to the shop, and I had just came from East Texas. And it broke down on me because we working on this joint. It's a work in progress. So on the way coming back from East Texas, the van breaks down in between East Texas and Dallas, Canton. Okay. A little bit after Canton towards Dallas. So had the record bring me. I had that same weekend. I was doing community work, so I had bought a Schwinn bicycle. Right? And it was a badass bicycle too. Well, I'm hurt. Betting up, you can't even fix your lips to say. But I'm like the boy Eddie Murphy. If it look like you finna say bike, I'm gonna whoop you. Right? So I had the bike. I had my man's Uno. Shout out to Uno, Emotional Club. He got his own clothing line, going crazy. He gifted me a FUBU jersey.
Oh wow!
This is how my life was going this whole weekend. That weekend, I got all this shit right. He gifted me this FUBU jersey because I told him I never had a FUBU jersey.
Right.
And he was like, you know what? He just come out the closet with a fucking FUBU jersey, my size.
That was big. That was a big deal.
And I was like, my dude, right? And so, okay, fast forward, the car break down, take it to the shop over in Arlington. I couldn't get out. I got as much as I could out of there. Come back the next day to get some more stuff. I couldn't get the bike, and I couldn't get those other shoes, the exclusives that I named. And I told the people, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna leave this here, but I'm gonna come back and make sure y'all lock it because I got some valuable things in there." Come back the next day, I opened the door to my van. And the back door, and I said, "Man, I walked in the inside. I said, did y'all take the bike out and my stuff out?" They said, "Man, about that. This is noon. First of all, the shop opened at 8 a.m.
Hold up. When you hear about that,
man,
you already know when you hear about that. Did y'all eat my ice cream?
About that. That was the first thing they hit me with, and it was the owner. Oh, it's like, man, I was hurt. They didn't even like call me when they found out. They said, "Yeah, man, a car got stolen and someone broke into your vehicle." I'm thinking to myself, fuck that car. You think that's gonna make me feel better about
somebody else?
Shit, man. I don't even think no car got stolen. I don't even think. I just think y'all telling me this so I wouldn't feel. So we're going through a civil lawsuit right now. I gotta get something. I gotta get that back. Wow. They took my merch. Say Fornicates, my clothing line.
Yeah.
I had merch in there. Wow. And honestly, I was slipping. I feel like when I reevaluated, even though they were supposed to lock my vehicle up and didn't, because the van wasn't broken into. Right. Like they just
opened the door.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's like I had so much shit in there. They definitely was able to make 2 or 3 trips. Yeah. Like they cleaned me out. I even bought bulk sanitizer with my brand on it just to give out to people for promotion.
That's messed up.
They took that
too. They came up.
Yeah.
Dang, man, that's what's up. Yeah. So I heard you did something big with some nice artists, man, and I guess it was South by Southwest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
So I've been able to do 2 official South by Southwest year shows. That was 2015 and recently 2019.
Okay.
But in 2015, I met a producer by the name of Omito out of Canada.
Shout out Omito.
Yeah, man. Crazy cat. There was a like a States versus Canada beat battle, and it was some people up in there. It was some people who are the reason for some of the best music we heard Drake do in there. There was some people, you know, for some of the tunes that we heard Scarface on. You know what I'm saying? It was some people. It was some somebodies in the building full of somebody. So I actually met this cat in the midst of seeing, like, you know, meeting Boy Wonder, meeting Wonder Girl, you know.
Wonder Girl, boy.
Shout out to Homie B Barber right up out of Dallas. Yeah. He up in the mix too. But all these different producers is in the building, so I just happened to actually meet this guy. I'm on some like, nah, fornicate the big names. Yeah. Who trying to get it up out the mud? Like, who can, you know, we get on the A-list together. Like, that's what I was into. Like, I'm making my name out here, so I look at it as, you know, mogul standpoint. So I met Omito, man, and he did some joints on my Great Depression mixtape. And he check it out, it's everywhere. Mixtape. And I still do physical copies. I'm still coming up out the trunk. They say they can't sell CDs no more. Hold my beer. But anyways, man, I met that cat, man, and he was so crazy, man. And he was a YouTube producer, YouTube and SoundCloud producer, but he wasn't your regular YouTube and SoundCloud producer. He knew what he was doing. Not only was he making these beats and not caring that people would steal them, right, or not license them, but he would license them first. He would get his pro information, his performance rights organization information right on the beats first. He would copyright the beats first. So whenever an artist did take his beat, it didn't matter. He still would get paid from it. It was still coded. He still had the metadata base in it. And I just thought that was so cool. So when I first started fornicating with him, it was like he wouldn't sell me the beats outright. He just won't want me to lease it. So I just told him, man, I love your sound so much. Let's curate some shit from scratch. Let's do some shit from scratch.
But y'all don't know, Shoes, when he say fornicate, he mean rock with.
Absolutely.
Rock with, not fornicate.
Not actually. Now, I told y'all to say fornicate, not do it. Alright? Say fornicate instead of fuck around your kids and shit.
That's what they do like that. No, he don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Clear that up. There's 3 definitions to fornicate. And I ain't talking about the King James version.
You crazy.
But yeah, man, and he just was on point, so we were able to come to a conclusion. All right, bet, man, I'm gonna let you get these stems. I'm gonna let you buy this beats, and he really actually taught me how to go about doing business with producers and with anybody who I got a thing called equal share.
Yeah.
If you are on a record with me, I don't care if Dave say a thought, right? He just say something, and he might not absolutely be on the record, but I might just, okay, I'm finna make this a part of my hook. Just the idea that he gave me, I'm gonna give him an equal share of the record. The engineer will get an equal share of the record. Right. If the instrumentalist will get an equal share of the record. Right. Even though I'm the main artist on the record, everybody who has anything to do with the record will get an equal share.
Sound like how we do
That's
this
what
show.
we do right
That's
here.
what we do on this show. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So before I'll say this before I say my next thing. The reason why we created this show is because most of us were musicians and artists, and we got tired of playing and making $75, $100 here and there, and then the club we play at or the venue will make some odd thousand. Like we giving you quality music, quality instruments, quality musicians. This guy, you know, his degree is in music. You know what I mean? Went to school for it. And we still getting pennies. Some people didn't even pay for the gig. So we wanted to create that environment where whatever you getting from this is what I'm getting.
Right.
It's what my man behind the camera is getting.
Right.
So and we're gonna promote it hard, man, so that we won't be a part of that culture that's trying to. I don't want to capitalize on anybody.
Right.
I just want people to understand why this dude ain't in the Grammy talks, in the big music talks. So
I know exactly what you mean.
What so how can people find you? Your social medias,
everything is the same. I'm not one of those people who have, Shoose McGee, the dog spelled backwards.
Yeah.
Hollywood Gee.
Yeah.
Your girl love me, but I don't really want her. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got all these different names. Everything is Shoose McGee, SHOOSE, MCGEE, like the Irish. Across the board, everything is Shoose McGee. Facebook, Instagram. I still have Tumblr.
I want Tumblr too.
I don't have Tumblr, man. I don't think I ever had it.
You never have Tumblr?
When it come?
I'm gonna get me a TikTok too.
When did Tumblr come out?
Man, probably been out for a lot of these joints. Been out longer than
Some of the stuff came out when I was in the military, and I just didn't get the
right. A lot of this stuff already has been out.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, man. You got anybody you want to shout out? I know you're the kind of person that really rock with people and care about.
Absolutely, definitely. I have to shout out my boy P, man, Impulse Entertainment. Man, we going crazy right now. With learning. We're learning the game. I never knew it was so much to it, and that's kind of been the hold up of my album dropping. I wanted to not only just have the music right, I wanted to have the business right. Right. Thank you Nipsey Hussle for your contributions, man.
Right.
Just be, not withholding any information. This is an information advantage going on out here, and I want to be on the other side of the curve. But my whole team. Shout out to every artist and producer that's working close to me on this project.
Shout out Dallas, Texas, man.
Absolutely.
Dallas, Texas.
Big fact. Shout out to Dallas, man. And I feel like I was able to come to Dallas and win because I wasn't from Dallas. A lot of people say that you get more love from where you're not from, right? But I don't believe that because from day one, my city, Henderson, Texas, has showed me love, and I feel like people show me love just because the music is good. This is what people really want.
Right.
But the agenda making us like the songs that we like. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody. Shout out to all my fans, everyone who has been with me on the road thus far, man.
You got any shows, anything coming up you want to promote? Or?
Man,
if not, follow.
We definitely got Drinksgiving.
Okay.
Black Friday in Henderson, Texas.
Okay.
We have a secret event called What's the Password? And since this will be on the line, down the line, the password to the event is called it's Neptunes Presents the Clones. No cap.
Appreciate it, man. Bro, I love you, man. I appreciate
you too, baby.
I think can we get you on the show when we kind of grow, and I want to do a live performance.
Anytime you call me, bro.
Yeah,
we got a lot of work to do. I've been thinking about just being here and what you saying, what we were saying about the equal share opportunities. Even when we get together and do these gigs, just start recording these gigs and putting the EP out of the show.
Yeah.
That way, start getting that back end too. Like not only did we just perform a show, everybody got dough money. We got an equal share of the dough money. Or this joint up on Apple, this joint up on Spotify.
Right, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like just taking it there.
Yeah.
So I would love that. So anything you need me to do, bro.
I got you, bro. I'm gonna be in the studio with you like soon.
So, he will be on it. Shout out to him because he will be on the album.
On the drums.
Shout out to Jamarcus because he will be on the album.
Jamarcus will be on the album.
Absolutely.
Jamarcus with his Balenciagas.
Yeah, stepping on that track.
But I appreciate you a lot, man. The reason I wanted you on the show because I believe in you.
Thank you.
I think your music needs to be out there more than it is based on the world hearing you. I can show you. I told you on the phone. This is the last thing I said. I can show you a text when I was in the military, all my Army guys used to hit me up and be like, "Oh, you from Texas? Send me some music." I promise you, about 2 weeks ago, one of my boys from Philly, who I was in the Army with, asked me for some music because they used to hearing the music that's mainstream from Texas. So I sent them some of your music. I also sent them Bobby Sessions too. Shout out Bobby Sessions.
Shout out to that boy.
He didn't even know we had a sound like that.
Wow.
He didn't even know we had a sound like that. So he loved it, and that's helping promote. He share his music out there with the gigs he do. That's helping him to promote you in Philly too. So that's what this show is about, man. We appreciate y'all stopping by. Shoose McGee, man. Check him out. Follow him on Instagram. And be out. Have a good one. See you.
That was good. That was good.
It was. I can't wait till the music get in there. Everything I called.
Let me know whatever y'all need.
Yeah, I was gonna say every song I called out, and you'll remember in the editing. Maybe you can hit him up and say, "Can I get a video?" Or if it's not a video, just the music.
Email.
Number, all that.
Okay.
You gotta get it all, baby.
Okay.
Brand new socks and drawers.
My phone go that quick.
I was just sitting here, you mentioned doing a live show. I'm like, man, let's take it back to the basement days.
Yeah.
All right,
Bro.
let's go.
That's really on there.
Hey, bro, let's do that though, for real. Let's.
I mean, if you wanted to.
I ain't the kind of dude like to call nobody out on the freestyle.
I know.
Like if I tell you in advance,
Hey,
You
man.
can put like a beat on the background. Just have
We can do it now. We can do it later.
you want to do it now?
You know what I mean?
Hey, come on, tell me when you ready to count.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Hey, so so this is ad libbing because we weren't even supposed to do this. I was thinking about this in the future, but my boy gonna hook me up right now. So this is the future of musicians and sneakers. He gonna freestyle for
It ain't
you.
even gonna
He
be
gonna
no-
freestyle. We be right back.
It
He gonna
ain't even
freestyle
gonna be no
for you. We
right
gonna
now.
set it up. Big Tigger, we coming for you, Big Tigger.
Absolutely.
Or you can just go over. I mean, whatever.
You wanna go with
You
your
can
cat?
go over like something you already got. You can.
Let's do it, baby.
I was gonna freestyle it, but y'all starting to get it real nice. I was just gonna freestyle it like with the mics and mix it in post, but they're getting it right. Like they're gonna send me the actual audio track,
Like still have it recorded.
so I can put that over the video.
You step in first.
Yeah, and don't feel like you gotta.
I ain't got no verses.
Because it's picking up.
Okay.
It's picking it up. So.
I'm in that camera.
You're in both.
All right, Matt. You say let's go, and I'll hit it.
Go ahead.
Hit it.
We got an exclusive musician and sneakers first. I don't know how to rap, and I don't even got no bars. I don't know what I'm saying. We just ad-libbing, but I want to introduce you to my guest, Mr. Shoose McGee.
Get back, man. Hey, tickety, ta-ta. Yeah, it go tickety, ta-ta. My mama ain't work overtime on her paycheck. Yeah, for us to go to Payless and pay less for some sneaks that are less than fresh. I'm clean at school even when I'm sleeping on the desk. Bet I put that on Lil' Sid, I'ma kill him dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straight up hood nigga, you find him drinking out the hydrant. But one thing he gon' keep on is some fly kicks. You can tell a man by his shoes if he bout shit. Such an old wives' tale, but if that's true, I guess you figure me well. I'm a sucker for sales, well, I need help. I'm addicted to copping, I'm always out shoe shopping. And ain't nothing like ain't nothing like a fresh pair of sneakers. Whole fit on point from the feet up. Gold jewelry on match my gold beeper. It ain't nothing like ain't nothing like a fresh pair of sneakers. Whole fit on point from the feet up. Gold jewelry on match my gold beeper. Hey, it ain't nothing like a fresh pair of sneakers. From fresh pair of sneakers, hit my shoe plug, Timothy up. Like, did you re-up? I need to come see you like yesterday. Up late, checking 23 is back for release dates. My favorite pair of J's is the Jordan 9s. My mama bought them for me, I think I was 5. I was hooked as soon as I stuck my foot inside. It seemed like a new pair of shoes give you more pride. I stood in a long line for them cool grays. Ayy, up at the Longview Mall, it was 4 a.m. Trying to figure out a play like a jungle gym. I should've held on a limb.
But with my luck, my little cousin Ray Ray fucked them up. But it don't matter, we still share cause we had it rough. Whether they was Vans, Chucks, Reebok, or Adidas. Hey, it ain't nothing like a, hey, say, it ain't nothing like a, hey, ain't nothing like a fresh pair of sneakers. Hey, ain't nothing like a, yeah. Shoose McGee, musicians and sneakers, exclusive. Tiggity, 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 tap, tap, yeah. Tiggity, 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 tap, tap. Extra mayonnaise, man.